The lighting in this video is shit, but I live in the PNW, so what are you gonna do about it? Believe it or not, it is the middle of the day. I miss sunlight. I miss the sun. Anyways, I stole this video from Nicole Raffi. Just stole it. She posted this, but for real life men, and I was like, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that, but for literary men. I even stole her format. I think I had a little bit too much fun making this PowerPoint. I got carried away. It felt like I was back in middle school again. All right, literary men, naughty or nice. Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, and Daisy Hates, all by Jessa Hastings. We're gonna start out with BJ Valentine. You suck. You suck. You cheated on the love of your life, and then you continuously purposely hurt her by hooking up with other girls and rubbing it in her face every single time you guys are close to getting back together. You do something to fuck it up. You suck. Naughty. Christian Hems, similar to BJ Valentine. The way you treat Daisy really pisses me off. But you know what? You're not as bad as BJ Valentine. You also own nightclubs, and any man who owns nightclubs is a walking red flag. Naughty. Julian Hates. You kidnapped little kids. Naughty. Tom England, you deserved better. You're a sweet, sweet man, and you deserved better. Nice. And your present for being nice, your Christmas gift this year, is a pair of pilot-themed socks. Enjoy. Romeo Bambrilla, I honestly can't even remember why I dislike you so much, but I'm pretty sure you also helped Julian Hates kidnap little children. Naughty. Killian Tiller, you're a detective investigating Daisy Hates' older brother. Why are you trying to go out with her? That's weird. You're weird. Naughty. Next up, A Game of Thrones and Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. Ned Stark, you tried your best. You really did. And while I do think you were pretty naive, I can still respect your honor and your optimism. Nice. And your Christmas gift this year is permission to tell Catelyn who Jon Snow's actual mother is. I asked my brother what gift I should give Ned Stark, and he said his head back. I'm not God, I can't do that. Jon Snow, my sweet, sweet, naive Jon Snow, you are everything that Ned wants you to be and more. I have talked to my brother a lot about, we're reading the series in tandem, and we've talked a lot about the difference between Robb and Jon and how they descend from Ned, and we've kind of come to the conclusion that Robb is the descent of Ned, and Jon is the evolution of Ned. Jon has all of the honor and good heart that Ned has, but he also has the ability to know when that honor is going to get you killed and how to exist in this world and how to play the Game of Thrones. Nice. For your Christmas gift, you get a badass t-shirt for Ghost. I think Ghost would look really cute in a shirt that says badass. I thought about getting Jon a pack of condoms, but I feel like he'd throw them out because as of Clash of Kings, he thinks he's never gonna have a use for them. You just wait, buddy. Bran Stark, you're so goddamn boring. You've done nothing wrong, but you're so goddamn boring. Every single time I flip the page and it's a Bran chapter, I want to cry. For that, you are naughty. Joffrey Baratheon, do I even have to say anything? You are like the most little shit of all littlest shits. And you are the king, so you have so much goddamn power. Naughty. Stop killing animals. Stop abusing women. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jaime Baratheon, you fuck your sister. Naughty. Theon Greyjoy, you tried to fuck your sister. Naughty. Tyrion Lannister, you know, Tyrion's not perfect, and he is on the side of the quote-unquote bad guys, but I think compared to everyone else in this world, he does try to do his best. He does have genuine empathy for people. This is getting a little bit ahead of myself, but, you know, in Storm of Swords, like, he really does care about Sansa and hates to see what is being done to her and thinks it's unfair. He is trying his best to do good by everyone while also being a Lannister. Nice. And your gift is a 1-year free pass to your local house. Have fun. Jorah Mormont, you're in love with a child. Naughty. Peter Baelish, you're also in love with a child. Naughty. Samwell Tarly, my sweet Samwell, you don't deserve the life that your father has pushed you into. Nice. And your gift is an all-expense paid-for shopping spree at Barnes & Noble. Sunrise on the Reaping, Suzanne Collins. Hamish Abernathy, you tried. You tried. And you looked out for so many people. Even when you knew that you couldn't save everyone, you still tried. And I think you would have been willing to sacrifice yourself for a lot of these people. Nice. And your Christmas gift is a fire extinguisher. I'm so sorry. Plutarch Heavensby, nice. You know, I'm gonna have things to say on you in a little bit, but for right now, you're nice. You are one of the few capital citizens who actually sees what is going on as a terrible, disgusting thing, and you try, to the best of your ability, to give those district citizens a leg up and help them out, and you give them some good ideas. So for now, nice. And your present is a ring light. Wyatt Callow, it's not your fault that you were born into the family you were born into. You felt bad about it. And you weren't really the one doing the betting on your neighbors. You just made the odds. Nice. And your Christmas gift is the Encyclopedia of Trains and Locomotives, because I have a feeling that Wyatt would be really into trains. His father, however, Jethro, is that how you say it? I think so. Jethro, you fucking suck. You are literally taking bets on the lives of your neighbor's children. That's like the bootlickers who kiss ass for billionaires when they're in the working class. Except honestly better, because at least you're getting something out of it. The billionaire bootlickers are just oppressing themselves. Naughty. Ampert. Buddy. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve any of this. Your gift is a warm hug. I think you need it. Alright, now the Hunger Games and Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Coriolanus Snow, you're a fucking dictator. You're a murderer. You're terrible. Naughty. Peter Malark. Need I say anything? It's Peter Malark. He's perfect. Nice. Your gift this year is a painting kit. A nice little painting kit. I think you'd have fun. Hamish Abernathy. Just a reminder, Mockingjay is not included in this because I did not reread Mockingjay this year. So Hamish, for right now, nice. I do have a lot to say on the fact that you kind of use Katniss. But you know, for the greater good. It's for the greater good. But for right now, nice. You know, because you've been naughty in the past. I think we can acknowledge that you're struggling and you're in pain and you're an alcoholic, but you also have let down a lot of kids that were probably looking for you to help, and you just kind of gave up on them before even giving them a chance. But you know what? You turned that around, so nice. Your present is therapy. Maybe some substance abuse counseling and some PTSD therapy. Gail Hawthorne, reminder, Mockingjay is not included in this. I repeat, Mockingjay is not included in this. And y'all know I am a bit of a Gale defender, so I'm giving him nice. Because the worst of the worst has not happened yet. And while Katniss was in there blowing up the arena, he was saving 900 people from being blown up in District 12. That's a pretty nice thing to do. And while he has his flaws in the Hunger Games and Catching Fire, he's doing his best, okay? Nice. Your present is all 25 books from the series Rethinking Political Violence, and a word of advice to pay special attention to the books Youth in Conflict and Peace Building and Preventing Political Violence Against Civilians. I think those could come in handy for the next book. Pay special attention to those, please. Cinna, I love you and I miss you. And I do think it was a little bit fucked up that you kind of turned Katniss into the Mockingjay without really getting her informed consent about it. But, you know, she didn't seem all that mad. So, and you sacrificed yourself to do it. you got more trouble than she did for that, so nice. Your present is the opportunity to style Zendaya at the Met Gala. I don't know if you'd accept this opportunity because the Met Gala is kind of the real world version of like Capital Citizens, but you know, it's Zendaya. I think you'd fuck with Zendaya. Plutarch Heavensby, I have a lot to say about you in Mockingjay, and you would be put in naughty if Mockingjay were being considered, but it's not, so you are nice, because as of right now, all we know about you is that you, as a Capital citizen, led a fucking rebellion against the Capitol and saved a bunch of district people, putting your own life on the line. The bar is kind of on the floor, but you know what? Nice. Your gift this year is a Minecraft subscription. I just feel like you'd fuck with Minecraft. BT, once again, Mockingjay is not considered because what you did in Mockingjay was sure fucked up. But as of right now, I do still love you, and you are nice. And your gift this year is Diffusion of Innovations by Everett M. Rogers. Diffusion of innovation is a technology theory about the spread of technology through social systems, and I feel like this would interest BD because that's kind of the intersection of the two largest facets of his life, which are technology and the Hunger Games. So, happy reading. Finnick O'Dare, you are a kind person. You try to pretend you're not. You try to come off like you're not, but you are. You care about Mags, you care about Annie, you care about Katniss and Peeta. You are truly a kind person. Nice. And your present, some clothes. Yeah, cover up. Next, we have The House of My Mother by Shari Franke. Maybe this is controversial to put real-life people in this video, but whatever, we're doing it. Kevin Franke, you are fucking naughty. You are naughty. Look, I think we can acknowledge that Kevin Franke definitely was psychologically abused by Ruby and Jody and manipulated, but at the same time, you had a responsibility to your kids and you allowed them to get hurt. You also were part of the family vlogging. You agreed to it. You engaged in it, you profited off of it. You profited off of taking away your children's childhood. And you enabled and contributed to Ruby Franke's terrible treatment of your children. You allowed yourself to be separated from your kids, and I understand that you were being emotionally abused, but I'm sorry. You allowed yourself to be removed from your children's lives, knowing the danger that Ruby and Jody were. And in the end, you tried to press fucking charges against Shari for going into the house and getting stuff to give to the cops. And then when the cops were like, we can't press charges against her for that, the fuck? You tried to sue the cops. Naughty. Naughty. And now, after all is said and done, now he wants to go on a whole press tour about how family vlogging is harmful and how much of a victim he is. I don't want to hear it from you. I really don't. Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. Bryan Stevenson, the things you have done. I was so inspired reading this book. Bryan Stevenson not only did his job, but he went above and beyond. He was a support system for the people who were on death row. He was a support system for their family. Even when he couldn't take on a case for someone, he would still be there just to listen and support them. And I don't know how you did it. Nice. And I'm not giving him a present because that does feel like a step too far for real life people. Robert E. Lee Key. I think his name kind of gives away where he's going. Naughty. You're racist. You refused to take a man off of death row that you knew was innocent, and you did everything in your power to make it impossible for him to get off death row. You are naughty. Also, even if we take the Robert E. Lee out of your name, like just ignore the context of that, Leaky? Leaky? Your parents named you Leaky? Ew, the fuck? So that is my naughty and nice list for literary men from books that I read in 2025. Please like and subscribe and comment. And that is all for today. I will potentially see you on Monday.